What's up, guys? It's your boy Libra, and I'm back with a new series. I haven't started a new series in a while, but today I'm going to be playing Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And I love this game. This is a fun game. And this is going to be a sort of a walkthrough slash critique tutorial thingy for Cataclysm 0.g. This is the stable version of the game. It's a little behind at this point. I'd say it's about 8 months old compared to the experimental version, but the thing about the experimental version is that it's buggy and not stable as opposed to the stable version, if you could believe that. So we're going to start a new world, and we're going to make a new character in that world. And it's going to be a very basic character. I've done a run where I've done like all sixes in the stats, because you start out with 8. But I decided there aren't very many runs on YouTube where it just focuses on like how do you get good as a starting out player. So I'm gonna do that today. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The game loads the entire world before you actually get to create your character. So we're gonna go to freeform because we don't care about point pools. I did want to do the hunted challenge on top of this, but unfortunately you do not get to start out in a evacuation center when you do that. We're gonna go with naked and afraid. We're gonna start with no gear whatsoever. Be default stats. We're gonna take 1 positive perk, Killer Drive. It's a pretty good perk, although some people would consider it to be negative later on, but we'll get into that when we get there. We're gonna go with Truth Teller. We're gonna make our character ugly, and then we're gonna go with a chemical imbalance because it's fun, and then we're gonna go with, where's it at? Junk food intolerance, just to reduce the amount of food we have available to us. Move on, and that should be everything we need. Yep. And then we're gonna go to, what should our name be? We'll just do a self insert for the fun of it. Why not? I actually don't know if height has a big advantage in this game or not. Guess we'll find out. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so starting out, let's check our overmap. We got another evac shelter to our bottom left, so we're going to head in that direction. Fungal flowers. We're going to not go in this area for a while, because there's probably zombies in this cabin and such. We're going to ignore this guy. We don't care about him. And first things first, let's drink this water. Now we're all hydrated. We don't have to worry about that for a while. We'll wear the whistle. Sure, why not? Flashlight. We'll go ahead and wield that. Emergency jacket. Let's wear that so we can have pockets. Check outside real quick. And we're going to check this computer. Go to contact us and make a note of the location. This will reveal some of our map, give us a pathway to the refugee center, and it is very far. It is very far. It's still going. It's still going. Yep, it's still going. Okay. There it is. All right, that is some distance from where we are at. So that's, yeah, 319 tiles away. We're probably going to end up finding a different refugee center before we go to that one. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put 2 plastic bottles in our bag. We're going to smash this. And we're going to pick up this stick. Drop the flashlight, sure. And then we're going to destroy this thing. Pick up the plank. And then we're going to destroy this, and we didn't get it. Alright, destroy this. Where's my pipe? I needed my metal pipe. I don't know what the drop chance is on destroying these for a pipe. Alright, and now we're tired, so let's go ahead and wait till we catch our breath. This place should have a downstairs too, I would imagine. Yep, here it is. Do these not drop metal pipes? I could have sworn. I have an idea. How about this? Nope. Okay. Let's look around down here. Can these drop pipes? Got some pipe fittings. Not what I need. Let's see. There's no lockers down here to destroy either. This is quite unfortunate, I must say. But anyway, before we take off, we're going to find the first aid kit that is supposed to be down here. I think it's over here, yeah. Open that up. We're going to take the bandages. We'll take the instruction booklet. Sure, why not? Take the scissors. And take these aspirins. And let's see if I can make space to grab the, whatchamacallit? The antiseptic. Yeah, we're gonna need that. And then, yeah, we'll pick up one bottle of water and we're gonna move on. And this game is making me look foolish right now. Not giving me my dang old pipe. That's okay, pipe is a very common thing to find in the game. Find a new plank because that one got damaged. And now we're gonna leave. Let's catch our breath first. We got a damaged cop car here. This might prove useful. Although there's no enemies in this area, so we probably will not use it. We're gonna move on. Let's see, we already have a military vehicle right here. And it looks like, let's see, how much ammunition does this one have? We have 65 rounds of 5.56 right off the bat. And then we've got another ammunition belt as well. Where did it go? Huh. That's weird. I don't know where that other belt of ammunition went. Oh, here it is. It's showing up here now. Okay, so we can only pick up 5 rounds of 5.56 right now. So we're just gonna leave that there. And we're gonna mark this on the map as 5.56 ammo. So if we find a rifle, then we're good. We're good to go. I thought I saw something. And we got a cougar. Let's see, how much sight range does the cougar have? Not too much, it looks like, so we can just walk around it. Yeah, do not want to fight a cougar with no skills whatsoever. That would be a bad idea. Prisoner zombie. We got a prisoner bus here. Okay. How many prisoners? A lot. We got 5 dudes here. 4. We have 4 dudes. We cannot take those guys currently. So let's just move on and check out this other refugee center. One thing I forgot to look for is, yeah, lighter and some batteries for a flashlight eventually when we get one. Here we go. Alright, that should be good. I don't expect to find too much down here. It's just a refugee center. They don't exactly have end game loot or nothing like that. Oh, these things right here give pipes. All right, bet. All right, we have our pipe. Now we can fight things. So the reason why I like to go with the metal pipe starting out is because it has a bash of 12 and a base moves per attack of 90, which is pretty quick, all things considered. And also, since it has +0 to its 2-hit ability, we're not suffering any negative consequences, because I believe the plank has a -1 to its ability to hit, which doesn't sound bad, but the thing is that this game works with small numbers, so while it doesn't seem like it, it is pretty bad to have -1 to hit. So a nursing home should have a ton of zombies around, but we're just gonna take a quick look. Not gonna draw any attention to us. We have a motorcycle here. Let's see, we've got working battery vehicle. The fuel tank is good. Got a working engine, working alternator. We got a box. Oh, we actually have a second seat here with another box, so this could be a good first vehicle for us. All right. Let's see, the zombie medic sees us, but fortunately, I don't think they can actually get past this glass because it should be ballistic or laminated. Yeah, reinforced glass. So we're just gonna mosey on over here. All these guys see us, but it's not a huge deal. All right, we have ourselves a vehicle. We only have 2% fuel, so we have to be wary of that. Now what we need is a garden hose so we can siphon fuel for our new vehicle. How much do we have here? We have 0.3 liters of gas. How long is it gonna last at this speed? 19 minutes. All right. Not a very fuel efficient vehicle, but that's okay. Another cougar. Lots of cougars so far. All right, and we're almost out of fuel already. So I'm actually just gonna park it here and we'll come back to it when we have more fuel. So that was pretty lucky to find a vehicle this early. Vehicles improve survivability by a ton. This vehicle has diesel, all right, not useful for us. Got some casings, some blood on the ground. What we got here? A rural house, a farmhouse. Okay, this could be good. Could be danger. Gotta be careful. If we run into any zombie animals, that could be very scary because most of them are faster than you are. Also, I'm naked, so I can't move very quickly because I have no shoes on. So far, it looks clear, but we're gonna keep out in the open because at least when we're out in the open, we can run from things. Once we start going inside of buildings, that's when things get dangerous. Some straw, very useful, of course. So, fun fact, I actually already attempted to do this earlier this week, but I forgot to record the sound because I'm very smart. I figured, oh, I'll just turn off desktop audio and it'll be fine, but it turns out you need that to record. I only had the mic on, but it wasn't recording anything. I was just hearing the playback and nothing else. So it was just gameplay footage with no sound whatsoever. Got some aspirins. What else we got? We got dance, dance, dance. That's cool. We'll run into another one. We don't have the space to pick it up right now, but we'll find plenty of those in the world. But that's a good book because you can train your dodge skill. We've got a very tiny point of view here that we can utilize. There's nothing around here. Okay. So we might head this way towards the civilization. It's going to be very populated. But if we can get into one of these houses, then we can get some pretty good loot to start out with. Let me just double check that I'm recording. Alright, cool. Let's check this house real quick, see what we got. Hopefully we can find a backpack, maybe some pants. So why take Killer Drive above a different perk? Well, starting out, when you start the game initially, your character will feel bad if they kill a child zombie. But after you kill a number of them, then it starts to feel less and less bad. But whenever you got some jeans, let's go. We got some more storage space now. All right, so what we're gonna do with our jeans real quick. But with Killer Drive, you don't have to worry about zombies at all. Like, you won't feel bad for killing anything because you like murder and stuff. Although, if you kill an innocent person, you'll still feel bad about it, which I disagree with, but whatever. All right, so the pair of jeans is huge, offers way more space than our emergency jacket, which we need to take off eventually because this is not a good piece of clothing to be wearing. It's going to hold us back whenever we start getting into fights. A flute. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Let's see, how is the blazer actually? Let's see, it's a encumbrance of 16. 2 pockets with about a liter of storage. Hold up, we got 2 pockets with 0.75, so this is decent. This is like slightly better than our emergency jacket, so we're gonna wear that. The encumbrance is a little worse, but whatever. Not a big deal. A headscarf? Does that add an encumbrance? Yes, it does. We're gonna take that off. We don't need to worry about catching a cold or anything at this point. It doesn't really start off too cold, and as a matter of fact, it gets hotter. Because we start off in spring, and then we go into summer, and the summer gets hot. Alright, let's go raid the fridge. Actually, what we're going to do is break the fridge and grab the rubber hose. We don't have enough space for the rubber hose. That's a problem. How am I going to get space for this rubber hose? It doesn't fit in any pocket, and I have to drop the pipe to hold the rubber hose. This is not ideal. There's got to be something around here that I can use to carry this. Oh, I have an idea. Garbage bag. Let's see, there's no garbage bag in this kitchen. There usually is, but for a rural house, I guess it's a little different. Okay, that's not a big deal. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna mark this and say, we're not gonna say garden hose, we'll say rubber hose. Bam. And now we can come back here and grab it once we have the storage, or we have found a substantial amount of gasoline that we need to come back for. But even if we find gasoline, I still need to find something to put it in. A jar of some kind, preferably. Oh, and before we forget, let's turn off this. We don't need that skill. Because if you look at the top right, we have a focus meter. That's important to keep up. Alright, what to do now? I can go back to the nursing home, but I don't want to get attacked by the feral human because they have ranged attacks, and those are no bueno. So I think I'm going to have to leave it alone for now and head south. Let's follow the road, head south, and see what we got going on. I'm going to remember that vehicle position and move on. I'm actually kind of glad that I'm starting over because that last run that I was doing was unusually lucky. Like, I ran across a drug deal location. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh, there's a lot of them. And there's black rats too. I'm pretty sure the black rats would join in the fight if they saw me fight all these zombies. So we're gonna give that a wide berth, and we're gonna say prisoner bus. And I'm gonna mark this with, let's do red. And then we'll do a P. Did I do that right? I don't think I did that right. Let's see, is it glyph, then text? Oh, you know what? I probably have to do it like this. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Alright, now we know that that's a bus full of baddies on the road. We got a drug deal up ahead, 2 Grakens. The Grakens are not dangerous. What do we have? Neoprene arm sleeves. I'll probably wear those. Brass knuckles. That's rare. Some steel-toed boots. I'll probably wear those. Some meat jerky. I'll take that. Steel-toed sneakers that don't fit. A hard chest guard. Some bandages. Cargo pants. This is pretty good. This is pretty solid. Alright, let's go in. They are poor fitting, so encumbrance of 2, 19 when full. We'll wear those. How do they compare to the jeans? Encumbrance of 4, encumbrance of 2. I'm gonna not wear the cargo pants. Let's not go with that. We got some hard drugs. Let's wear these. Let's see, the neoprene arm sleeve shouldn't add too much. Encumbrance of 5. Could be worse. Could be worse. Ethanol. What is that again? Extremely pure alcohol. Uses a component in chemical reactions. Okay, cool. Brass knuckles. Pretty good damage on these. Better than nothing. We'll hold on to them. We'll take this marijuana. Marijuana is really good in this game, actually. Alright, who had the boots? There they are. There we go. And now we can walk around like a normal person. It's either one or the other. Okay, well, I'm not super concerned about the hard chest guard, so we'll just leave it. Then again, I think I'm going to take off the blazer, because it doesn't even fit me anyway. Alright, and how's our space looking? Let's see, we have a decent amount of space left. We could probably get rid of some stuff if needed as well. Alright, cool. We might come back to that and end up wearing the cargo pants instead. Although, it's going to be a lot of encumbrance if I start filling those pockets up. We're heading towards the city now. See if we can get our first... And it's a zombie dog. Alright, that's not ideal. A cop zombie dog, no less. So they got a little bit of armor, too. We got a crawling zombie. That's cool. Crawling zombies are more or less just free experience. Alright, this is not looking like a good spot to start fighting things. Got a fat zombie down here. That's pretty cool. I'll take a fat zombie. Fat zombie and a zombie child. The fat zombie sees me. Alright. Let's be careful not to lure the tough zombie over here, because I don't want to deal with that right now. So we're going to press this dang old tab key until he gets over here. Hit him once. Back up. Get him in the grass again, because the move cost us 150. Hit him again, and we're going to back up. And we're going to basically continue like this until we win. So fat zombies can't dodge too good. They also can't hit you very well either. But you always want to be careful. Like, letting them come off the grass and hitting them was a little risky. Let's see, I can probably hit them twice here, but I'm just going to play it safe. Do not want to get hit if I can help it. Getting some crits. And then after this, we'll lure the zombie child over. He went around the grass. Man, this guy's got some health on him. There we go. Alright, cool. Got some money. We'll take that. Low top tennis shoes. They're filthy and they don't fit. Got a messenger bag. We'll go ahead and wear that for the carrying capacity boost. Drop all this nonsense. We don't need it. Pickled meat in a jar, just like your grandma used to make. I don't think my grandma ever made that, to be honest. Let's go ahead and eat this meat jerky while we're chilling. So you have to pulp corpses so they don't come back to life. That's what the yellow exclamation mark above the corpse is about. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got everything we need off that guy. Pretty good, fine to get a messenger bag. I mean, we'll hold on to the electric cigarette. Sure, why not? We'll use it right now. Get some of that boost from it. I didn't get hit. We got nothing else to do. I don't have anything to smoke the marijuana with. Let's see what else we got going on here. What is this? Oh, it's a lab entrance. Okay, that's interesting. The tough zombie sees me. That's not cool. That's super not cool. I might be able to just outpace it though. Doesn't look like I'm outpacing it right now. Okay. Let's check around. There's like a bike down there, but it's like... I'm gonna get spotted by so many zombies if I try to utilize that. Let's see. I might have to, like, sprint away or something somehow. Let's see, is there a vehicle or something that I can use to trap this guy in right now? There's one way... No, that's the... That's the one full of zombies. Can't use that. Alright. I'm gonna have to be... I might take some damage here. I'm probably going to take a little bit of damage here, but... Let's drop our messenger bag. Check our encumbrance. We have... okay encumbrance right now, so we can work with this. Need to lure this guy to his doom. 250. Hit him once. Dang, even when sprinting, he still managed to move again. Got some damage on him. About as fast as me now. See if I can get him on this blackberry bush, that would be great. Okay, I can work with that. It's going back into sprint mode. Alright, I think I can get one more hit in. Time to back up. Come on. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. Alright, we're running out of stamina, but we've almost killed him. $12 damage. 9. Almost. Got him. Alright. Did not get hit there. Let's go. Alright. That's pretty poggers. Alright, nothing else I need here. Let's head back down now that we're safe. And we'll pick up a messenger bag. Don't want to leave that behind. So the reason why you drop your bag in fighting is because it adds encumbrance, and every little bit counts. This one only adds 4. No, it adds 5. So yeah, every bit counts. You want to drop your bag whenever you're getting into fights, especially whenever you don't have any fighting skill whatsoever. Very important. I'm almost got melee 1 though, and so that means I'll unlock brawling, which is going to be our primary and first fighting style. We got to fight a zombie child down here. We're gonna lure this one. And hey, maybe we'll get a slingshot or something since it's a child, but you might also get hard drugs. You never know. I didn't quite wait for my stamina to heal back up, but it should be fine. Let's see, he swung at me, but he missed, so I got my dodging up a little bit. 1%. Yeah, let's go. So if you also, while I'm here, I actually have a dodging of 3 right now because the encumbrance on my character is very low. But, oops, that sucks. Not a big deal though. I didn't even get into any pain for that, actually. I'm bleeding. Let's get this kid on a rock or something. See if I can get him to step from one patch of grass to the next one, I'll get a free hit. Yeah, I got him. 13 damage. Not too much health on the zombie child, but they are harder to hit, and they are a little faster than other zombie types. Alright, let's move on. Go up here. Go around this way. Okay. Almost got him. Got him. 15 damage. Nothing. Nothing but a little bit of experience. 7% of the way there to the next level. Let's go ahead and bandage up. Increase our ability to heal ourselves this way. There we go. Plus, it's pretty minimal damage, so it'll probably heal up here pretty soon. We're going to travel to the left here. Another zombie child. That's ideal. Zombie cop. I think the zombie cops are kind of slow, so we're going to go for the zombie cop. Although I think their sight range is reduced compared to... Alright, there we go. Compared to the zombie child, but it looks like we got him here. Head over to this patch. Let's see, you got another house by its lonesome. Might try to go for this one if it's not too populated. This one's 400, but we're just gonna swing twice. We're not gonna be greedy here. Cool. I got level 1, so that should give me brawling now, shouldn't it? Yeah, there it goes. I had to wait a turn. Nice. Alright, so when an enemy moves off of a tile that takes a lot of moves, like a high move cost, like the one that was 400, that rock, it also makes them... It takes them a long time to recover from that as well, so even if they're not standing on anything that's reducing their movement, it's still reducing their movement, if that makes sense. So it's important information to know when you're trying to get away from enemies and also fight them to the death. Yep, this is why having good melee skill is important, because I just missed a lot there. Just missed again. That's like 4 or 5 misses in a row. 6. Man. Okay, I got him before he managed to hit me. Thank goodness. So we're gonna take the holster, of course. Riot armor suit is not bad, but we're gonna leave it. How big is the heavy duty flashlight compared to a normal one? Oh, I actually don't have a flashlight right now. That's right. Okay, we'll just take it then. Cool. So that wasn't like a super good drop from the zombie cop. The zombie cops have one of the most important drop tables in the game, because they give you a lot of ammunition for various guns, and they also they drop various kinds of armor, as you saw. And they drop guns as well. Their drop table is actually better than the SWAT zombie, if you could believe that. But the caveat is that the SWAT zombie has really low chance to drop some really heavy ordnance, like anti-material rifles and the like. I just want to kill this guy. Get him on the 400 move cost rock. Yeah. Alright. Great. Cool, moving on. The drops are not super good so far, but we just started. It's not a big deal. And we got... we've leveled up twice in our melee skills, so that's pretty great. Not taking very much damage, thanks to my epic gaming. Got a bunch of zombies down there. We're not going to mess with that right now. So let's see, what was over here? Another zombie cop in this backyard. That's cool. Zombie dog. Oh yeah, there's an armored dog in that direction. So we're going to head to the left to see what we got going on. Let's keep our distance, just in case there's something dangerous in there. I think we can kill a whatchamacallit, a feral human. It's just I don't want to engage with one at the moment because they will do some damage before we manage to take it down. Alright, swimmer zombies are a little dangerous because they have some speed to them, and they don't offer much when you kill them either, but it's just one guy. Critical. Alright, great. So that's what you want to do whenever you can't utilize the environment, is just sprint while you're fighting them to give yourself more move cost points, or whatever they're called. What was that? A squirrel. 4 fat zombies. Can't handle those guys all at once. Yeah, so fat zombies are kind of tanky. That's the main danger of the Zambs. Got a tough zombie in here. What else? Maybe it's just the tough zombie. Nice. He ended up in the window. That's ideal. Okay, let's see if we can get him on these bushes. Yes. We're gonna sprint away because we've used up some of our stamina, which has made us slower. Hopefully. Alright, cool. He went into the next bush. Alright, we're doing some damage. See if we can't put some distance between him and us. Alright, if another one shows up, we're in a lot of trouble, so we need to be wary of that. Alright, great. Just barely got through that without getting hit. Stamina's pretty low. Nothing here, really. So what's weird about this game is when enemies die in like bushes and piles of rubble, their bodies get hidden from in the environment. That's something you need to look out for. This door was just open. That's cool. Let's see, we got a basement. Basements generally are pretty dangerous. Cellar spiders. I don't think these ones will fight me. Book of Dances. That's cool. Take that. Leather cloak. That's cute. Take some Prussian blue. We'll take the MP3 player. MP3 players are really important for keeping our whatchamacallit up, our morale. Morale is directly tied to your focus. So I believe the cellar spiders will eventually evolve into something really dangerous, but we don't have to worry about that right now. So we got a travel pack. Let's compare these two. Looks like this one has more space, a lot more space. All right, cool. We'll hold on to the travel pack then. I don't know, when I hear the term travel pack, it makes me think there's not very much space in it. But it's probably more like a regular backpack. We'll turn that off to reduce visibility. A pair of boots have better encumbrance. I'm gonna wear those instead. Some more aspirin. Can always just take a bunch of that stuff. Multivitamins. I think I took a gummy vitamin earlier. Those are nice because they also increase your morale when you take them. Just by a little bit. Let's see, I don't think I need anything else here. You don't actually need to wear underwear in this game. I'll hold on to a fanny pack. You never know. I might need the extra carry capacity. Probably not. I'll take the pair of sneakers instead of the boots. How much do the boost? Yeah, 6 compared to 4. Yeah, we'll do that. Heck yeah, brother. We're getting a little faster. Now we can swing our weapon a little bit more, but without immediately becoming as fast as the thing we're trying to avoid getting hit by. So the way I do food is I like to eat as I go because there's a lot of food, especially when you initially start in the game. There's just food everywhere. Plus the yogurt here is just basically god tier food item. Plus 15 to your morale when you eat it. It's pretty great. X-Acto knife is a really good one. So we have a fine cutting of 2 item. This is better than most other knives, but we'll need to find a scalpel to get the best fine cutting quality. Excuse me. Which is 3, I believe. Fine cutting of 3. Let me take this candle. That makes sense. Got some non-perishable. We'll take a glass jar only because I need to do siphoning and such. And we're also going to take... Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. The rubber hose. And now we have some... whatchamacallit. I have the ability to siphon some fuel. No vehicle. A hammer, though. I'll take a hammer. Alright, I'm actually going to head back downstairs because I forgot to take something. This here... Where's it at? This thing. I thought I saw dance, dance, dance down here as well. The heck is that? Hinat Fatafel? Viking chest. Okay, that's cool. And it's time for another fight to the death. I know it's bad for me, but I really do like Monster. I'm not a huge fan of that sugar-free stuff, though. Not really my thing, personally. So yeah, we didn't do a lot of damage there. We hit a critical hit for 6 damage, and then we hit for 2 damage on the next hit. Why is there a Kraken up there? What is up there? A drug deal. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. Because the last run I did on recording, I dropped, or I found a baseball bat drop immediately from a drug deal location, which is kind of, it's really huge early game because baseball bats give you +3 to your hit. And then I found a Halligan bar off of the first firefighter zombie that I killed, which is a pretty rare drop from a firefighter. Oops. It's okay, he missed. Now we're up to 4% dodging. Let's see, what is my dodging right now? It's still at 3. I think I wore something, but we're still chilling at 3 right now. There we go. Excellent. Got a joint. We got some cash. Bike helmet. I mean, I'll hold on to the bike helmet. I'm not going to wear it right now because it's filthy. And I want to keep my focus up. Or my morale up to increase my focus. Let's see, if I smoke a joint right now, I think I'll get into the happy territory, which will help a little bit. Let's see, it's just Krakens, so nothing to fear. Bunch of bodies. This could be good. Cargo pants. Some bandages, some cocaine. Cocainum. Some heroin. That's good. Heroin could be good for emergencies if I need to do some pain relief. But I prefer to just get morphine. I don't like doing heroin in this game. Highly addictive substance. But also this stuff sells for a lot. Can't drink the energy drink. It's processed. Can't have it. A machete. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I missed that. Alright. That's cool. That's our first pretty good weapon. And I mean, do I want to save it? It's pretty good. Cut of 21. So with the problem with weapons that do cut damage is they don't do much against armor. So that's something we need to be wary of. So we'll keep using the pipe against like low-level enemies like the fat zombies, for instance. But if I come across another tough zombie or maybe even a regular zombie, I'll start using the machete against those guys. Okay, we've got a fat zombie. All right, excellent. So, since this is supposed to be a run for newer people, this will not be one of those runs where we gear up and then we rush a lab. I'm only going to go to the lab once I feel this character is absolutely ready for whatever it may encounter. Because this is meant to be for a beginner's guide, not a expert's speed run type of deal. Besides, you can become quite powerful by just exploring the cities, because you can find anything in these houses, just about. One design choice that I don't agree with is the way you find cybernetic enhancements is changing pretty drastically. Initially, you could find it by like dissecting certain enemies and finding them in labs, but they're making it lore-wise a thing where... Oh, I'm on a slow thing. Gotta be careful of that. Did not realize the Datura would slow me down. Whatever a Datura is. 15 damage. And it's dead. Alright. I'll take another one of these. Sure, why not? I'm taking stuff kind of haphazardly, but I can always just drop it back on the floor if need be. What I am going to do real quick is we're going to take our travel pack here and we're going to insert some stuff that we don't necessarily need in our jeans. Just to clear up space and clear up some encumbrance on the jeans, because I can just drop the backpack whenever I need to, but dropping the jeans, that's just kind of weird, you know. All right, we're almost to level 2 bashing weapons. How are we doing on time? All right, we got about 33 minutes left before I have to wrap this episode up. We're doing 90-minute sections for each episode. That's my goal. Alright, we accidentally grabbed 2 people this time, but that's not a big deal. Not a huge deal anyway. It's definitely not safe to have 2 enemies at once on you. Things become exponentially more dangerous the more enemies you're dealing with at one time. But we got some super good damage on this zombie here. And we got him. And that's 10 kills. Alright. Kind of a scary situation, but I rolled really well on hits. I got like 2 crits on that zombie, on top of hitting like every shot as well. So you can see right there, my torso encumbrance is throwing me off balance because I still have the backpack on. Yeah, I got 15 encumbrance. No doubt, because I still have that that backpack on, because my hard chest guard is only providing me with an encumbrance of 4, which is pretty negligible. But I'm in a pretty advantageous situation, so I don't need to take my backpack off. Plus, even if I miss, that still adds experience to the character. So in a way, it's a good thing if I miss sometimes. That, just like it's a good thing if the enemy swings on me, because even if they hit me, I get to gain experience when I heal myself. And even if they swing at me and I dodge, then that's dodge experience. Let's see. I'm still at 3 dodging despite my encumbrance. Alright, so how are we doing on... So we got 23% of our positive morale from killing. I really don't like the way the morale system looks, because it doesn't give you what is actually giving you the positive morale. It just gives you a percentage. So you have the total of 20 positive morale, but then you have the percentage of what everything's giving you, and it's just like, just give me the number, bro. Way less complicated for newer players, and it looks dumb for me, an experienced player, personally. I don't know if there is a way to change that. I should look into the options again and see if there is, before I complain to the internet about it. See if this car is usable. That'd be cool. Faulty engine. What's going on? Worn drive belt. I can pass on this. I am going to siphon the fuel though, if I can. Yeah, I got a liter of gas in my my jar now. Just about. Very cool. And we got our zombie here in tow, so we're gonna drag him over to these bushes See, are they all... Oh, they're just hedges. Okay. I can work with some hedges, except I'm not going to. I lied. I'm gonna go over here to these bushes and hope that he pathfinds to me the correct way. And now I give him no choice by moving here. Alright, a little greedy to swing that many times, but I got away with it, so it's cool. I experience no repercussions. Oh no, that's bad. Hey, I broke out. Excellent. I broke out and he didn't swing at me, so that was pretty lucky. I guess he used all his move points on grabbing me. There was an update in the experimental where it didn't cost anything for a zombie to grab you, so people were not happy about that. I didn't personally experience that, but it sounded like an awful time. Basically, like, anytime the zombie got near you, they just grabbed you for free, especially in the early game, when you don't have any way to do grab breaks or anything like that. It's like, once we get to, like, melee 4, I believe, you can start rolling to break grabs before they can even grab you to begin with. Almost to level 2. What's cool about this game is that every level that you get matters a lot. So it feels good to level up. At least for the combat skills. Maybe not so much other skills, but we'll cross that bridge at some point. You don't really need the other skills, you just need to know how to not die. And the best way to do that is upgrading your combat ability. See, how long is it going to take me to pull out the machete? 300? I can do that. Whoops. Not great movement there, but it's okay. I didn't get punished for it. Wait, what's the move cost on this thing? It's like 80 or something. Yeah, 89. It's like literally 1 point less than the pipe. That's just how good the pipe is, bro. Let's see, this is 400. Yeah. And he's bleeding as well because it's a cut weapon, so that's cool. He'll take some damage before he actually gets to me. Alright. That's how you do that. Somehow, the pipe that I've been using for all of these kills has not been damaged yet, so that's surprising. But it's okay. It's very easy to get another one if it does get damaged. But we want to conserve our machete because, you know, it's a limited use resource, essentially. And we want to use it on the important stuff, like that zombie that we just killed. We got a fat zombie in tow. Go ahead and bring him on over. We can move a little further into the city every time we kill one of these guys. And now we've got this car that we can utilize. The cars are huge for killing zombies because every piece of the car costs 400 to move across. You know, plus I can shut the door on them if I need to. Keep them inside of the car for a while. And now we've got level 2 bashing. I just hit that guy for 21. It's not bad. Not bad damage at all. Just loop around this way. And I'm basically untouchable. So long as I don't get greedy with my swings. A 996 cash card? Sure. Yeah, sure. Sorry, one of my friends does that at work. It's pretty addictive. Yeah, sure. Just in case. You never know. car dealership might have a decent car for us too. Might want to check that one out. Hopefully I can get a better vehicle than that motorcycle. That's just a brainless zombie. I don't have to worry about that too much. Drag him back over to this car. Three swings, and then we move on. Four swings. I'm greedy. SD memory card, the first of many. I actually don't remember if we picked one up earlier. We probably did. Oh, and hey, look at that. At some point our torso healed. So yeah, it's always good to heal as soon as you get hit if you don't plan on taking a lot of damage. But some would argue, oh, it's a zombie dog. Yeah, so I wanted to just kill it right there, just to prevent it from chasing me down. So I figured if it swings on me in the 400 cost area, it won't get too many hits in before it dies, and I was pretty much correct. So that was our first doggy kill. That was pretty quick. It went really well. Can we kill this zombie child? Jesus. How do I want to handle this? We'll just go over to these bushes again. Let's leave. Let's not fight them there. Nice. 22 damage, not bad. And we're gonna go back to the car. This area is more or less kinda clear. Kinda, sorta. There we go. Build my stamina back up while I wait for them to get across the car. Another joint, very cool. Another SD card and a full battery smartphone. That's cool. I guess I'll use the smartphone right now. See, we got, ooh, dehydrated vegetable. Let's go. Now, what I'm really looking for is a pack of pictures, which we did not get, because if we get pictures on the smartphone, we can look at those pictures at any time to instantly gain a morale boost. Very useful. Plus the flavor text is nice too. Got some nuts. Heck yeah, brother. The nuts are pretty good because they last forever and they give pretty decent joy as well when you eat them. We'll take another multivitamin right now. I like to space them out because apparently you can get sick from taking too many at one time. But I've never actually had that problem before. It's pretty easy to be careful with it. I got a snow shovel. Bash of 16, cut of 1, +2 hit bonus, 162 moves per attack. I'm good on that. That's way too slow. Moves per attack is king. And we have a pickaxe. Very cool. I'm gonna pick it up. Pretty decent early game way to access certain areas. This laminated glass area might be useful to help me not die. This is a neat little trick you can do with lines of bushes, is just cross over to the other side to utilize them again. Yeah, managed to get almost half that guy's health, over half that guy's health with just doing that strategy. And then we're back to the car. Yep, finding a vehicle at the outskirt of a city is game winner. Grab this here zombie. Eventually, we'll get lucky and we'll find a guy with a go bag on him, and a go bag will contain like weapons and such. Now we have 2 wrecked vehicles to work with here. There we go. All right, we're getting pretty deep into the city at this point. We've got another vehicle we can utilize here. So one thing to note about this game is you have to learn which enemies can and can't grab you. Like, for instance, the zombie child can only swing at you. So it makes it easier to approach in combat knowing that little bit of knowledge. Like, knowing that you won't get grabbed and potentially take a ton of damage because you can't break the grab. Breaking grabs is dependent on your strength stat, by the way. So if you've got below average stat numbers like my level 6 strength character, then you might have a bad time. But 8 strength is pretty solid, all in all. Where did that zombie go? Oh, he went in the house for some reason. Pathfinding be a little wonky sometimes. This is a weird vehicle to finagle with because you can't see through it, really. Huh. This zombie just tore through... Oh no, it's cloth. Never mind, that's why he tore through it so easily. It's just cloth. Damage off a crit. That's pretty cool. Alright, what's our time looking at? Got 15 minutes. Looks like we get attracted to zombies. But with the power of vehicles, we don't have to fight the both of them at once. Yeah, getting them crits in. We got a V8. Heck yeah. So you might be thinking, why would I eat healthy foods? Well, it's because we have this thing called lifestyle. And lifestyle affects stuff like your stamina and your regeneration. So it's important to keep that up for those reasons. And it'll just go up naturally if you're actively fighting hordes of zombies every day, because you're getting all the exercise that you need. So like, you don't even have to worry about eating quote unquote healthy stuff a lot of the time if you're just fighting zombies all the time, like every day. In melee combat, of course, not necessarily just shooting them all. And the zombie's draining all my stamina because he won't get hit. There we go. Okay, cool. We're opening up quite a bit of this area now. Bunch of brainless zombies. Not too worried about them. Zombie dog down here. Zombie cop down there. I want to kill that one. We want them drops. Doesn't appear to be too much population in that area either, so it should be easy. See, I can probably kill the zombie dog without too much trouble either. There's a lot of vehicles around for me to use. But let's not get into a rush to fight it. There we go. Got a zombie cop to the far south we can get to eventually. Zombie dog sees me. Let's drop the travel pack. Well, first things first, let's drop the pipe. Wield a machete. Drop travel pack. Oh, he left. Where's he going? Raccoons? Is that what it's chasing after, the raccoons? I mean, whatever. Let's wear that again. Wield that. Store this away. All that prep for nothing. Oh, there's a zombie in the house. So we gonna kill it real good. Or just miss a bunch of times. Expensive flip-flops. Oh my god. The run is saved. Let's check the rest of this house before we start engaging anything else. You never know. Might be a feral human waiting to ambush me. Basement. Zapper zombie. The first one. I'm gonna turn off my flashlight. I don't know why that's on. We got a gun save here. We'll go ahead and mark that on the map. Although we're probably not gonna come back here for it. We'll mark it on the map. We're not gonna go to that basement just yet, because zapper zombies are dangerous. And also, I don't have any things that don't conduct electricity currently. Like, everything I have, I'm pretty sure the machete does too. Yes, it conducts electricity. Let's see if this car is good. Lacks wheels. So there's a giant aphid nearby. Are there gonna be ants here? Maybe not. Let's go ahead and yell at these zombies. Get them over here. This dang brainless zombie took the smart way around, making me look foolish. Alright, now he's in the car. Now I can work with this. Yell again. It's kind of awkward with the both of them here. I'm gonna yell right here. Draw them over. Yell over here. I think they can hear me from here. Yeah. So yeah, they're attracted to sound. They're totally blind. They are, as the name suggests, pretty much brainless. See, they can't chase though, so it's pretty easy to maneuver around them. There we go. These guys can grab though, so you do have to be kind of careful. Can't be acting brainless against the brainless. Glass pipe. Now you can smoke some weed. We're gonna siphon this vehicle. Yeah. Should be a full jar of gas. Yep. Got a moose down here. Maybe that's what... Yeah, it looks like that's what that dog was chasing. It probably died to the moose then. Let's catch this cop. Oh, never mind. There's a tough zombie up here we got to deal with. Get out of my dreams. Get into my car. Get onto this bike. Please don't grab me. Alright, we gotta wrap this up. I'm running out of stamina. That's the only problem with using the pipe is the stamina loss is considerable. Iboshi. Iboshi. Alright, cool. Still haven't not damaged this pipe somehow. This pipe is a trooper. Alright, let's grab this zombie cop. Oh man, he's gonna run all the way out here. I'm not gonna be able to catch him. Zombie cop, please. Pay attention to me. Alright, I'm gaining. There we go. Got him. Oh no, a challenger approaches. I summon broken down van. You'll never defeat me. I have an entire street full of cars to use. I'd like to think this is how people would handle the apocalypse if there were zombies running around. Just throw them into cars and then beat them to death. Yep, just keep doing this roundabout until they both die. Nice little critical hit for my treble. 16 damage is not bad against this lightly armored enemy. Although with bash damage, you can ignore a lot of armor most of the time. Oops. Ooh, we got hit. We got hit once. We're in minimal pain. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got pretty good drops here. We have... Oh, we found a first gun. The FN57. So what's going to happen with the FN57 is it's probably going to be faulty. More than likely going to be faulty. But that's okay, because we have a lot of ammunition for when we find a working one. Let's go ahead and do that. Then do this. Unload this. Reload this with that. And then that's it. Alright. Cool. So we have this ammunition plus the ammo back in that military vehicle once we find a rifle. So let's go ahead and bandage our torso. Torso is going to be the main thing that gets hit most of the time, especially if it's like you're dealing with bullets or feral humans throwing rocks. Excuse me, doing big stretch. All right. Put some antiseptic on my wound. Where are we at on healthcare? We're on 15%. We got to get beat up a lot more to increase that regeneration. Not that I'm looking to do that currently. So we got minimal pain. Let's go ahead and let's take 2 aspirin for that. That should be good enough. And let's have a V8. And our focus is kind of low. We could consider doing some drugs to get it back up. And we got a little bit more time left. So I think what I want to do now, I want to see if this gun works. I know exactly what I'm going to try it on. Put away our pipe. We can't stop using the pipe. So we'll do this instead. I'm going to go all the way over here. And we're going to find that dog. Can I pet that dog? There it is. This dog's a problem, and I'm about to solve him. Got our firearm. Let's go ahead and grab this dog. Walk away from him, but he's gonna chase us down because he's faster than us. Dogs be dangerous like that, but dogs are also very weak, generally speaking. We're just gonna keep waiting and waiting, and he gets closer to us, and then it's like more or less guaranteed to hit now. Alright. Looks like this FN57 currently works, so that's cool. Cool. So we have a working gun. We're 90 minutes into gameplay. We have a working gun, a working vehicle. Decent level ups on our stats. Bashing weapons 2, melee 2. I didn't even notice we got melee 2. Oh, before I go, I guess I'll explain this here. So brawling is your main melee style, and as you can see, we need to get our melee up to do certain techniques. So once we get to melee 3, we get the feint ability, which is super good. So if you miss, it gets recovered by half if you swing at somebody with an armed weapon. So yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one. And when we come back, we're just going to keep going through this city and picking off stragglers, exploring buildings until we have the means to, go wide scale. That's what my old boss used to say. You got to go wide. In this case, we're going wide by killing everything with the various guns that we find in the world. But yeah, that's going to be it. See you guys next time on part 2. I have no idea what I'm going to call it yet, so I'm not going to give it a name. Alright, later.